All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the November 4th, 2008 Board of Selectmen Sewer Commissioners meeting. Will the clerk please call the roll?
We're a little late here, Mr. Chairman. The three selectmen are present. I know the town administrator and Mr. Cronin are both
in the hallway.
They'll be joining us briefly. Mrs. Donahue will not be here this evening.
Okay. Sorry for starting a little late tonight. First thing we have on our agenda is citizens' participation. Is there anyone here that has come to address the board? I see Mr. Gaines. If you'd like to come forward, introduce yourself, please.
Lawrence Gaines, Chair, Board of Directors on the Council on Aging, Pheasant Avenue in Wareham. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're back at offering, the Council of Aging is offering rides to anyone who wants to go to the town meeting on the 17th. We're also requesting for drivers for that same event, and it will be open until the 14th of November, that we will be able to fill the needs of anyone who wants to come and attend the meeting. We had I think we're having one of the biggest election turnouts in the country for a long time. And all I can do is plead with you people sitting back in your homes to think about what's going on here in town, and whatever your politics are, at least come out and support your selectmen. They need your help, because sitting at home doesn't help them. God bless you all, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Gaines.
Well, Mr. Chairman, if I can just kind of echo that sentiment very briefly and quickly. Today's election day, national election for all the higher offices, and by every account that I've heard all day long, there has been an unusually and a tremendous turnout. But Mr. Gaines is correct. The impact of what happens at the local level is every bit as important as what happens at the national level. The things that affect our lives directly happen here at the local level, and town meeting is where those major decisions are made. I read something a couple of weeks ago that Martin Luther King said, and he said, in the end, it's not the words of our enemies that we will remember, but the silence of our friends. And I think the point to be made here is town election is not over, my friends. It's vitally important, and you're doing a tremendous service by offering transportation, and for that I'm deeply appreciative. No matter what side of the political agenda you're on, it's an obligation to come and be heard. So thank you very much for what you're doing.
Okay. Yes, thank you. Is there... Is there anyone else that would like to speak, citizens? If you could please come forward and introduce yourself.
I'm sorry. My name is Carol Abram from Marion. I just moved to Marion, actually. I'm from Mattapoisett originally. And I wanted to come and meet the board to introduce myself. I know you know my name from the CETA application that I had done in August. I felt it important to come and speak with you because I have been patiently waiting since August, beginning September, to fulfill that role that I had been asked to take as administration assistant to the CETA director. I have not approached you. I haven't written to you. I wanted you to know that I'm a real person. I really do want the job. I'm probably a little overqualified for the job, but because of my experience, I think I'm a great fit for it. Out of 205, I was chosen. I did have 2 interviews. I met with John and with Jean, the board chairman, and with Marilyn. And having waited 2 months to have this, every week I've called, every week I've tried to find something out. You've tabled it. We're going to vote the position. I know there have been changes in the last week that have happened, but the job still needs to be done, and I really would like to start. So I wanted to come and talk to you about that.
Okay.
Or at least let you know that I'm here. I'm patient, but I'm very interested to start.
Okay. And I'm kind of glad that you came forward. I mean, I guess we do know the name. We don't use citizens' participation to discuss what would be an agenda item. I do believe there is seat of business coming up later in the agenda.
Right.
So at that time, probably the board can talk more about.
Okay. I had spoken with John earlier, and I know it's actually not on the agenda other than in his town administrator's report. But again, I needed to address and introduce myself.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. Was there anyone else that wanted to address the board tonight? That's the contact number for the rides.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I get excited.
It's the town hall?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, the phone number is 508-291-3140. 508-291-3100, extension 3140. So it's a town. I thought there was another number, but that's fine.
Got some calls.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Announcements.
The next meeting of the Board of Selectmen will be November the 18th. That's all.
I just want to elaborate on that because that actually will be a busy week for us. I know the office put the 18th, but we have town meeting on the 17th, and we typically meet at 6 before town meeting, so we'll have that. We have our regular meeting on the 18th, and I did want to let the board know that we have at least one hearing that I know of.
Mm-hmm.
So we will be holding that Tuesday, the 18th, and on the Thursday, the 20th, we had rescheduled the South Coast Rail to come back, and we just need to finalize the map with them. So that's at 6:30 in this meeting room. So that just elaborates on that. So that one's a busy week for us.
So we're not meeting next week?
We're not meeting next week. Trying to save the town some money and not have anyone in on overtime on the holiday. I know we can come in
that's
for
right.
free, but
I'm sorry, it's the 11th.
it does save the town some money, and we need to. So,
I forgot it was the 11th.
we probably could have met Monday or Wednesday, but I know there's other liaison meetings that we typically go to. So, it's the only reason I didn't pick a different day. Okay, so, and anyone that's still out there, you have a half hour to still vote. So, tonight's voting. And we can move to the consent agenda.
Okay, Mr. Chairman. We have no bills this evening. The first consent agenda item is the approval of the contract for the Cedar Social Services Programs for the 2008 grant. And we have a letter